Okay, today we are going to be learning the recorder. The recorder is a super simple instrument and pretty easy to play. So all you're going to have to do to make sound on it is blow through it. So kind of blow like you're blowing a whistle. And once you're able to make a sound, you're going to want to be able to articulate rhythms. And the way you're going to do that is use your tongue and you're going to make a duh sound. So it's going to be like do, 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 do with your air. So let's just do that. Still not playing any different notes with your fingers. Just let's just do that 4 times. Good. Now, once you get the tonguing down, the next thing would be to play different notes. The first note we're going to learn is B. So, I'm going to play first finger and do thumb. What you want to do when you're playing the notes is you want to make sure that the holes are fully covered. Because if a hole is just a little off, it'll sound squeaky and it won't play the right note. So let's start with B. And here would it sound like if my finger was even just a little bit off the hole. Hear the difference. Once you know B, you can go down to A. You just have to add that second finger, and then G, which will be adding a third finger. As you can see, as you go lower, you just add another finger. This allows more air to travel through a longer part of the instrument without getting through the holes. And longer instruments play lower because sound waves going through a longer instrument will play lower notes. And as you take your fingers back off the holes, it'll go back higher because shorter instruments will play higher notes. So let's just do B, A, G, A, B, up and down. Let's just do it 4 times. And you could hear what happened when my finger slipped off the hole. Didn't play the right note. Didn't sound very good. So you gotta be careful of that. Now, you can already probably hear the beginning of Hot Cross Buns. There are a bunch of songs you can play with just 3 notes. So Hot Cross Buns. But you can also maybe hear Mary Had a Little Lamb, which is the song that I'm going to teach you now. Mary Had a Little Lamb is super simple. Same 3 notes, but it adds one more note. So we also have to learn D, which is going to be just second finger, no thumb, just second finger. So let's do our notes up and down again, but let's add the D at the top. So starting with our D. And let's just do that 4 times. And maybe there you could hear the tune of Morning Mood. And that goes on to a more difficult melody that we're not going to learn today. But let's get back to Mary Had a Little Lamb. So you probably all heard it, but I'm going to play it through once to kind of get it in your head. We're going to take it a little bit slower. But you heard the tune now. You know how it goes. So I'm going to play it again a lot slower, and the note letters will be on the screen. And I just want you to follow along with your fingers and try to figure out the fingering to each note. Okay. So, now that you maybe got the fingers down, let's try to play together. Try to get all the notes. And I'll still have the notes on the screen. Now, one other thing when you're playing a melody is you want to use expression. You want to play with some emotion, and the best way to do that is some dynamic phrasing. So you kind of maybe heard me getting louder and softer. So I want you to listen one more time and focus on how I'm getting louder and softer. And then we're going to play it one last time and try to do that. So. Okay, now let's play it through one last time. Great, that's Mary Had a Little Lamb on the recorder.